Hello, good morning everyone. I would like to thank you all for coming here for the Huawei Fusionsolar PV Seminar. Without you, we couldn't have this success for being here in the market for the past 5 years as Inverters. We would like to thank you a lot for coming, for people who are here, people who are coming, and people who couldn't be able to come today. We're always having this theme or delivering the quality. This is the main thing we are aiming to. So in our system, we always go to the quality. We are always not the cheapest. We are always said to be in the market, the very expensive company. Don't go to inner system or something, but we have our aim. We have this delivering the quality. And this is what you can see from people who we are partnering with. So today we are talking for the on-grid system, the inverter system. We're having our partnership with Huawei. We were very delighted to be signing with them from the last year, at the end of last year exactly, to begin the cooperation from the first of this year and continuing inshallah for the next couple of years. So I would like to thank you all for coming to us. Thank you. Applause for all. Thank you for all. Thank you. And I would like to thank the team who are there that they couldn't see. Maybe I'm here who is doing the speech, but there is people who are at the back you didn't see, who do a lot of effort in the last month or 2 months. They are the real heroes to get us to be here with this successful organization. So I would like to thank all of my team. Thank you so much. Without you, this wouldn't be a success that we are here with Huawei. Thank you so much. Thank you. We're thanking you. So today we're talking about the on-grid inverters with Huawei. Of course, we are here with all the PV products with Huawei, but we're talking special today somehow with the on-grid inverters. So today we're having here from Dubai, Alex and Mr. Wael. So thank you so much for coming. Yeah, we're talking about how to do this calculations with Huawei, how to do the diagrams, how to do the technical, how to do the commissioning. We will see a case study, a live case study for those people who are like somehow afraid, no, we're not going with Huawei somehow. Now inverters will go not going with the passive cooling. It's somehow here harsh environment. No, we were not talking about this. You'll have a live experience from Dubai for a well-established plan there, and you will see it with no derating or anything that the data sheet doesn't say. It's all going perfect without any problems. So you must be satisfied that this is what is going on right now. So we're not just saying this inverter does go to the 50 degrees and this is not just saying on the data sheet. No, we're talking about quality. We're not just saying this and that's all. And we'll see it live here today. And this is one of the main things that I wanted here to be in this seminar. Because here we're having a harsh environment. Maybe Dubai is more complicated than here. So maybe it can somehow build the confidence in your work, in your systems, residential, commercial, or utility scale. So we're having today with Mr. Wael, who will introduce us with Huawei, and then we will have Alex, who will introduce us with the commissioning and how to do the design, and will give us live updates about the things that are going and about the monitoring system and how to do the O&M and all this stuff. So I would like to introduce Mr. Wael to have us with the introduction with Huawei. Thank you.
Thank you, Muhammad. Okay, good morning everybody. I think all of you speak Arabic, right? So no need for me to switch to English. Sorry, Alex, just for this corporate, because I need just to give some key message. It will be better in Arabic. محمد الحقيقة بشكره على الانترودكشن. فكرني لما كان بيتكلم محتاجين تشوفوا ريالابل سوليوشن وان انتوا ما تبقوش افريد من هواوي وان منتج جديد. فكرني بحوالي 14 سنه فاتوا. انا في هواوي بقالي حوالي 11 سنه او 11 سنه ونص، داخل على 12 دلوقتي. لما اتنقلت من الشركه اللي انا كنت شغال فيها وكان من اكبر شركات تيليكوميونيكيشن في مصر او في العالم، وبعد كده رحت هواوي، فكانوا بيسالوني ازاي تروح شركه صينيه ولسه المنتج بتاعها ما ظهرش. في الحقيقه كانت الريابيليتي كان في شويه اكسبيرينس مع هواوي بره مصر، وكنت في بزنس تريب في نيجيريا، وحصل ان في كوميونيكيشن ما بيننا وبين كاستمر تاني، واكتشفت الفرق الكبير جدا في الديديكيشن وفي الهارد وركر بتاع الصينيين وخاصه في هواوي عن بقيه الناس التانيه، بدون داعي ذكر اسامي الشركات اللي انا كنت شغال فيها. فده في الحقيقه بيفكرني بحوالي 12 سنه فاتوا كنا لسه بنتكلم برضه مع الكاستمر في مجال الكارير. الحمد لله طبعا في الكارير احنا بايونير، احنا رقم واحد في مصر دلوقتي ورقم واحد في العالم كله. حجم البيزنس بتاعنا حتى في مصر في التليكوميونيكيشن ناو اكتر بكتير جدا من اي حد تاني. الكومباتور بتاعنا رقم 2 او رقم 3. فمش هطول حضرتك، اخش على طول على البرزنتيشن. احنا دلوقتي 180,000 موظف. هو تعتبر من اكبر شركات تيليكوميونيكيشن موجوده في العالم زي ما قلت لكم، وهقول لكم الرانك بتاعها دلوقتي. من ضمن الحاجات عن what is the pointer? There is pointer here or no? Yes. خلاص اوكي. It's okay. احنا شغالين في اكتر من 170 بلد عندنا. يعني انت لما تنزل في اي بلد في العالم هتلاقي فيه مكتب تمثيل لهواوي. عندنا اكتر من 14 R&D سنتر موجود حوالين العالم، ودول ال 14 R&D سنتر دول المركزيين او الرئيسيين. احنا في منظمه اسمها الفوشن جلوبال اللي هي بتذكر اكتر 100 شركه اغنيه في العالم. احنا رقم 72 لو حضرتك خدتوا لكم الرقم ده. وفي البراند احنا رقم 70 دلوقتي، براند وورلد وايد. في نقطة مهمة جدا في هواوي في الحقيقة، ان عدد الموظفين بتوع هواوي كام؟ حد فاكر؟ 180 170 ها 180,000. كام منهم R&D؟ 80,000 R&D. 80,000 من 180 R&D. فده ان دل على شيء في الحقيقه بيقول ان احنا بنجري بسرعه جدا في موضوع الديفلوبمنت. صعب جدا ان انت تكمبيت وعايز تبقى رقم واحد وانت ما عندكش بزنس ديفلوبمنت وما عندكش الR&D بتوعك. احنا في الحقيقه عندنا اكسبيرينس كتيره جدا مع الكاستمر بتوعنا. لما لا قدر الله بيحصل مشكله في باتش او ابجريد محتاجه او فيتشر جديده في الديفلوبمنت، احنا اسرع ناس بنقدر نديليفر للكاستمر السوليوشن اللي هو عايزه. ليه؟ مش من فراغ، علشان الرقم زي ما قلت لحضراتكم 80,000 من ال 180,000. الجروس الارقام في الحقيقه بتاعتنا احنا عندنا التارجت بيبقى عنيف شويه، وبص تلاقي كل الناس محطوط عليها السيلز تارجت اعنف من احنا كنا متخيلين. ولو انت حققته في اتش 1 بيتضاعف بعد كده، وتبص تلاقيه في اتش 2 بقى اكبر. فالارقام بتقول احنا السنه اللي فاتت الحمد لله احنا عاملين 92 مليار دولار. لغايه دلوقتي الارقام اللي وصلت لنا ان احنا وصلنا في السنه دي 48، وان شاء الله اكسبكتد ان احنا نعمل حوالي 102. الجروس تقريبا ما بيقلش عن 15% كل سنه يير تو يير. زي ما قلت لحضراتكم احنا عندنا ريبريزنتيف في اكتر من 170 بلد. اللوكاليزيشن عندنا في الاول في الحقيقه بامانه يعني في اول 3-4 سنين، يعني مثلا بنتكلم في اوائل التسعينات كان موضوع اللوكاليزيشن ده ان ايشو جوه هواوي. لا دلوقتي اكتر من 70% الموظفين لوكالايزد وورلد وايد. عندنا في حوالي 22,000 ستاف شغالين في السيرفيس بس، وفي 16 جلوبال سوليوشن سنتر. حضراتكم لو خدتوا بالكم من لو خدت بالكم من الماب دي، للاسف البوينتر مش شغال، هتبص تلاقي ان احنا مركزين في سبلاي سنتر، في ار ان دي سنتر، في تريننج سنتر. مصر هنا فيها سيرفيس سنتر وفيها تريننج سنتر، والسيرفيس سنتر الموجود فيها والكاستمر كير سنتر بيسبورت حوالي 32 بلد باكثر من 140 كاستمر. دول الريسورسز اللي موجوده بتاعت الار ان دي، توزيعها بتاعتها طبعا ملي معظمهم زي ما حضراتكم شايفين موجودين في الصين، لكن عندنا في حاجات متخصصه. يعني مثلا السويد احنا عارفين ان هم متخصصين في موضوع الار اف والفريكونسي، فعملنا فيها ار ان دي. الناس بتوع لندن متخصصين في جزء بتاع الاوبتيكال، عملنا عندهم ار ان دي. الهند طبعا برضه هتلاقي فيه موجود فيه ار ان دي. امريكا فيها جزء بتاع الارتفيشال انتليجنت والكلاود والسوفت وير هتلاقيه هناك. من ضمن الحاجات المهمه قوي اللي قلتها لحضراتكم ان انت علشان تتقدم لازم في الحقيقه تشوف الفيجن او التكنولوجي او العالم كله رايح فين. الناس كلها دلوقتي ماشيه في سكه الارتفيشال انتليجنت وماشيين في قصه الكلاود والاي او تي. هو في الحقيقه من اوائل الشركات اللي بدات تشتغل في الموضوع ده، فعاملين فيه ديفلوبمنت عالي جدا. لو حضراتكم خدتوا بالكم احنا ال 5 جي مثلا احنا من اوائل الناس اللي عملنا بيتنت في ال 5 جي. الكونتريبيوشن بتاعنا في 3 جي بي والاي تي يو اعلى من اي شركه ثانيه في المجال ده. من ضمن الحاجات برضو الشيب سيت، الحقيقه خدنا بالنا جامد جدا ان انت علشان تقدر تتحكم في التكنولوجي وتقدر ان انت تطور من نفسك شيب سيت من ثيرد بارتي بس. احنا عندنا بعض الاكويبمنت في الحقيقه الشيب سيت جايه من ثيرد بارتي، لكن معظم الشيب سيت بتاعتنا دلوقتي بقت اتس اور اون. وده كان قرار بتاع السي او بتاع الشركه مستر رين. رين في الحقيقه خد القرار ده من حوالي 7 سنين فاتوا، ووجه 80% من الريفينيو بتاع الشركه، وده كانت في الحقيقه سنه عنيفه جدا علينا كلنا. 80% من الريفينيو بتاع الشركه عمل بيه مصانع تشيبسيت، وطبعا الحمد لله فرقت معانا جامد جدا في اي كرايسيس بتحصل بعد كده. احنا ما بنعتمدش مثلا على بقيه الناس الثانيه لان احنا عندنا اور اون تشيبسيت. الانفستمنت اللي بيحصل، احنا تقريبا الانفستمنت اللي احنا بنضخه في الار ان دي معظم الشركات كلها بتضخ نسبه من حوالي 3% 4%. لكن طبعا علشان احنا عندنا 80,000 موظف شغالين ار ان دي رقم واحد. رقم اثنين، كان في تصريح لسه من حوالي شهرين ان احنا عشان زي ما قلت لحضراتكم موضوع الاي او تي وموضوع الارتفيشال انتليجنت والكلاود والحاجات دي كلها عشان تقدر تنمو وتجري بسرعه، فانت محتاج ان انت تنفست اكتر. احنا وصلنا في الحقيقه ل 14.9 من التوتال سيلز ريفينيو انفستمنت في الار ان دي. وبامانه ما شفتش في شركه في العالم بتنفست الاماونت دي في الار ان دي بتاعها. لو بنتكلم على الفيجن بتاعتنا، الفيجن بتاعتنا ان احنا نبرنج الديجيتال لكل شخص موجود. سواء الشخص ده هو بني ادم او اورجنايزيشن كويس، ونعمل العالم كله فولي كونكتد ويبقى انتليجنت وورلد. الكلام طبعا ده ما بيتحققش غير لما انت بتكون في الحقيقه عندك بارتنر اقوياء جدا، الايكو سيستم بتاعك كله متناغم ومتجانس مع بعضه، فدي نقطه مهمه جدا بالنسبه لنا. احنا شغالين في السمارت انرجي، شغالين في السمارت هيلث كير، في السمارت سيتيز، الحاجات دي كلها يعني ان شاء الله ممكن بعد كده يبقى لينا لقاءات ثانيه، لكن احنا طبعا احنا النهارده جايين نركز على السمارت انرجي ومنها الايه السولار. لو بنتكلم على مصر كريجنال هاب، الحقيقه الشركه عندنا قررت، الكلام ده كان من بدري شويه، انها تخلي مصر هي ريجنال هاب للميدل ايست ونورث افريكا ومينلي لنورث افريكا. احنا الريجنال اوفيس بتاعنا موجود في مصر هنا، بنسبورت اكتر من مصر هنا من اكتر من 29 بلد. عندنا زي ما قلت لحضراتكم التكنيكال اسيستنت سنتر، ده بيسبورت حوالي 29 بلد او 32 بلد بثلاث لغات. حضراتكم ممكن من الموبايل بتاعكم تطلبوا الرقم بتاع الهوت لاين بتاعنا، بيترد عليكم بالفرنساوي او بالانجلش او بالعربي، وبنقدر ان احنا يبقى في كوميتمنت ليه علاقه بالكي بي اي والاس ال اي لاي سوليوشن موجود عندنا. ودي في الحقيقه من ضمن الكومبتيتيف ايدج اللي موجود عند هواوي في معظم كل البرودكت بتاعنا، مش معظم. عندنا كمان الريجنال تريننج سنتر موجود هنا، عندنا الجلوبال سيرفيس ريسورس سنتر. معظم الريسورسز طبعا عارفين ان في تالنت عالي جدا في مصر هنا، فمهندسين كتير بنعينهم وبيقدروا ان هم بيسموه الهب، بيقدر ان هو يسبورت ميدل ايست، يسبورت اوروبا. احنا عندنا مهندسين كتير هنا بيسبورتوا اوروبا وبيسبورتوا افريقيا وبيسبورتوا الميدل ايست. الشركه اتنشأت في حد فاكر الشركه اتنشأت في سنه كام؟ ومفيش we have any award؟ Yes؟ You don't have. اوكي. اتنشأت سنه كام؟ حد فاكر؟ 1999. طب وعدد الموظفين؟ 180. تمام. احنا دلوقتي الحمد لله عدد الموظفين في مصر هنا اكثر من 1000 موظف. في الفتره اللي فاتت الحقيقه قدرنا ان احنا نعمل حوالي 2000 اوبورتونيتي ما بين مشاريع اتنفذوا ومشاريع لسه في الاون جوينج. ما ينفعش اي شركه انها تنمو وتكبر، ودي في الحقيقه الفيجن بتاعت هواوي، من غير ما يبقى عندها كاستمر بيس قوي جدا ويكون عندها بارتنر اقوياء جدا. وفي الحقيقه اهتمامنا بالبارتنر ما كانش اهتمام نابع من ان احنا عايزين نجين مور بزنس. اهتمامنا بالبارتنر في الحقيقه كان مهم جدا ان انت عشان تديفلوب سستين، عشان تسستين البيزنس وتسستين الريفينيو والفاليو بتاعتك، لازم يبقى عندك فعلا بارتنر اقوياء جدا. والبارتنر في الحقيقه عندنا السلكشن بتاعهم او الكوبريشن معاهم هي عمليه بروسس شويه معقده جوه هواوي، لان انا لازم اجارانتي ان البارتنر يبقى السيم ليفل عشان لما يجي يتعامل مع الكاستمر هو الايمج بتاعتي. فده شيء مهم جدا جدا جوه الشركه عندنا. فزي ما حضراتكم شايفين الحمد لله احنا عندنا ميجر لوكال بارتنرز هنا. عندنا ناس كتيره جدا، شنايدر واوراسكوم وايكوتيل والسويدي واي 2. عندنا من ضمن الكاستمر اللي احنا شغالين معاهم طبعا كل التيليكوم اللي احنا شرحتهم لحضراتكم، الاربعه اوبريتورز الموجودين كلهم. احنا الحمد لله رقم واحد دلوقتي معاهم في البيزنس، فودافون واورنج وتيليكوم ايجيبت اللي هي وي دلوقتي واتصالات. طبعا شغالين مع كل برضه الوزارات، وزاره الكهرباء ده شرف لينا وان احنا شغالين معاهم، ووزاره الاسكان. ما ينفعش ان احنا نعمل بيزنس في الحقيقه من غير ما يبقى فيه استراتيجيك الاينس مع الحكومه او مع التوب ليدرز الموجودين في مصر. الحقيقه تمت لقاءات كثيره جدا بره مصر وجوه مصر، وكان اخرهم في الحقيقه اخر واحد ده اللي في النص ده، اول واحد ده هو مستر تيري. مستر تيري ده هو السي او بتاع مكتب مصر، وده كان مع سياده الرئيس وفعلا اتناقشنا فيه في الاستراتيجي الفتره الجايه. والاسبوع اللي فات كان في مؤتمر في الصين اللي هو شاينا افريكا اكزيبيشن، شاينا افريكا كونفرنس، وده كان موجود في الصين في بكين. وتم فعلا فيه شويه اتفاقيات ليها علاقه، في مصر تقريبا خدت الماجوريتي من الاتفاقيات دي. كان يفنش؟ طيب انا بشكر حضراتكم، ولو في اي حاجه الكونتاكت بتاعتي موجوده مع حضراتكم ان شاء الله. دي لمحه سريعه جدا عن مكتب مصر والبيزنس بتاعنا والكوربريت. اتمنى اكون نقلت لكم ان احنا فعلا شركه يعني مش لسه بنبتدي الموضوع. احنا الحمد لله شغالين بقالنا فتره طويله جدا، وسعداء بحضراتكم وان شاء الله تستمر مع بعض على طول. شكرا.
بشكر مستر وائل على الانترودكشن العظيمه دي، واحب برضو ازود ان شاء الله معانا هنا في اوراسكو كمان في في الرينيوبل، ومعانا السويدي، وطبعا معانا شركه الكهرباء وكل الكلام ده. فاوريدي مش في التليكوميونيكيشن بس، لا احنا برضو شغالين هنا مع اوراسكو، مع السويدي، مع شركه الكهرباء، وكل يعني اللي شرفونا هنا بالنسبه يعني مش اونلي تليكوميونيكيشن، برضو في الرينيوبل. طبعا انا عايز ارحب بالكس اللي جالنا النهارده امبارح بالليل من دبي، البرودكت مانجر. فهو هيشرح لنا اكتر على هاو تو ديزاين وذ هواوي، هيعرفنا اكتر على الانفرتر، هندخل جوه الانفرتر اكتر. هنشرح بعد كده الكوميشننج، هنشرح بعد كده المينتننس، وزي ما شرحت قبل كده برضو في النت ايكو المونيتورنج، وبرضو بعد كده الكيس ستادي. فبعد اذنك الكس برودكت مانجر.
Thank you. Morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Alex. I'm Solution Manager for Huawei Smart PV Solutions. And today I will give you a brief introduction about our solutions, and then I will go into some details on how to design with our products and what's the key features of our products and big difference between ours and our competitors. After that, we will give you a real case running date from Dubai. After that, if you have some questions, you can free to interrupt me and ask. Okay. So this is the product line we have for all the power companies. Right now we have I think we have 7 product lines, and our products belong to electric energy. And for electric energy, we have 4 products. We have telecom energy, we have data center energy, and also the PCP is kind of a module, power module for equipment. And also as for the smart PV solutions, we have more than 30 years experience on it, because we have borrowed a lot of mutual experience from the telecom energy. And totally, we have more than 2,000 plus energies and more than 800 employees. So totally, we ranked #1 in the last few years. And this is the date we got from the third-party authorities like the IHS and TTM. From the next part, we can find out that there's the main products, the main event for us, because last year's the main products for inverters or for the solar energy has become from a central inverter changing to string inverters, and totally the market share is more than 52.2% is on the string inverters, and fortunately Huawei Solutions take 56% of the whole strings market. So I think in the future, string inverter will be the main products and the mainstream for all the PV solutions, for all the pure projects. For example, for EGBit Comombo 200 megawatt PV project, I think Aqua will win this project with the lowest price, and at the same time, Aqua will take our solutions because they have designs with our solutions. So I think in Egypt, in the future, string solutions will be the main solutions. And also from the right chat, we can find out that during the last even we start our business 7 years ago, but we have increased greatly. And from 2015, 2016, and 2017, we have got #1 globally inverter shipments. And all these states come from TGM. And last year we have totally shipped more than 30 gigawatts, and 10 gigawatts from overseas market, and 20 from China. And I think in this year, 2018, we also ranked #1. So it will be issued soon. So this is the base or the background of our business. So I will go into some general introduction about our solutions and what's the main challenges we face when we do a PV project. For this slides, I mainly focus on the rooftop projects, and also if you have some problems on the utility projects, you can ask. But for this part, I will focus on the rooftop projects. So these are challenges we will face when we do rooftop projects. #1 is the schedule problems, and also there are some limitations on the areas. Some of the areas cannot be used. So how to optimize this land? How to optimize the areas? And also we know that for the traditional string inverters, they only has 1 or 2 MPPTs. But for our inverters, we have multi MPPTs. For example, for this kind of inverters, we have I think it's 36 or 42 inverters. We have 4 MPPTs. So we have more MPPTs than our competitors. So the more MPPTs you have, it can reduce the schedule problems, because the schedule problems will cause a mismatch problems. So we can reduce mismatch greatly. And another problem is the safety problems, because rooftop projects is mainly focused on the safety. Safety is the top priority for all the projects. So the big difference between us and central and other solution is that we don't take DC combiner boxes to combine all the screens. We just all the screens will connect to our inverters directly. So we have less DC paths and less DC loads, which means the less DC paths or less DC loads, which means you have less DC arcing risk. So this less DC arcing risk, which means you have less fire risk. So we can ensure you high safety. And this one is about the how to do the cooling design. For I know that in Egypt there are some deserts, there will be some sandstorm. So when it comes, there will be a lot of heat detention on the fans. So how to reduce the impact of the dust, how to do the cleans, how to do the maintenance on the fans is, I think it will be a big problems or the big issues for others. And we will show you our solutions later. And also, for the rooftop projects is distributed locations. For example, for 1 megawatt PV plants, there should be more than 3,000 plus PV panels and more than 40 inverters and a lot of fans and fuses and LCD screens. How to do the maintenance? And you know, it's not very easy to send people on site from one place to another place. I think it will be time consuming and money consuming. And also, we should also ensure the personal safety. So I will show you our solutions later, how to resolve these problems. And also, we know that one of the biggest investment for one PV project is panels. So panels so how to diagnose or how to detect the unknown panel faults. Normally, for example, they will have some PID effects, some hot spots and hidden cracks. So how to detect them, how to find out them, is also, I think, it's a big issue for the developers. So I will show you our solutions later. And so how to solve these challenges, and we have developed our own Fusionsolar Smart PV solutions. And this generally is parallel of our solutions. Normally we will use, for example, for rooftop project, all the panels will connect to our inverters directly. After that, our inverters will connect to the network cabinets or even connect to the LV distribution cabinet directly. And then we can use our smart logger. And the smart logger is a kind of communication machine. It can talk between inverters and our management system. So it can read some data and show you data through the app. So you can monitor your inverters running performance timely. And also we can provide the network ecosystems. I will show a real PV projects and network interface to you. I think in this afternoon. And after that, this is the key values. These are key values we create for our inverter for our customers. Number one is high yields. We can ensure you I think 2% more high yields than others, because mainly it comes from 4 parts. Number one is the multi-MPPT design. As I mentioned before, our inverters will take multi-MPPTs. So each inverters we have, for example, for 36 we have 4 MPPTs. For the new products, 50 or 60 kilowatt inverters, we have 6 MPPTs per inverter. So totally for 1 megawatt PV project, we have more than 100 MPPTs. So the more MPPTs you have, it will help you to reduce the mismatch. So the less mismatch, then which means you will have more generations. Another part is we have the higher euro efficiencies. For example, for this 36 kilowatt inverters, we have more than 98.6 European efficiencies. And also we take the liquid cooling design, and I will explain later how to realize the liquid cooling design. So compared to others, so we don't take external fans. So we can save this energy and turn this energy into our years. And also we can ensure you high availability. We can normally we can ensure you 99.5% high availability. But I think for others maybe they will charge you some money on it. For the higher you want, they will charge you more. Another benefit, for example, for this multi-MPPT designs, we have more MPPTs, so we can, for each shadows, for each directions, we can use one MPPTs. And all the MPPTs are designed separately, and they work separately. So, for example, if some shadows have some influence on MPPT4, but the rest MPPT, the rest three MPPTs are work separately, so they can work very well. But for others, if they have only one or two MPPTs for one inverter, so they will have the big influence on the channel output. So that's why we can ensure you high yields. And for this part, we take nature cooling, low fusing designs, because all our inverters, the panels will connect to our inverters directly. And most importantly, we have more MPPTs, but only every MPPTs we only use 2 streams. So in this case, if there are some short circuit happen here, the reverse current for one MPPT will be less than 10 amperes. And we know that 10 amperes is still within the safety range of the panels. So in this case, we don't need to use internal fuses for protection. But for others, they will have less MPPTs. So each MPPTs will collect more strings. So in this case, if there are some short circuit happened, the reverse current should be more than 10 or even 50 amperes. So in this case, they have to use fuses for protection. But we know that fuses are valuable parts. It needs regular maintenance, it needs regular inspections, also replacement. It will cost, I think, in the 25 lifetime, it will cost you a lot of labors and money on it. So in this case, we will help you to reduce the capex and opex. This is a liquid cooling design. As we know that Huawei company starts from telecom equipment, telecom business. So we have lots of experiences in telecom. So we have borrowed a lot of experiences from the telecom. We know that RU, which is operation or remote radio units, has been widely used for the base stations. So it has been used in some harsh environments, like in high temperature, even in the lowest temperature. It has been showed to us it works very well, but it's also take liquid cooling. So we have taken this pattern from telecom into our solutions. So that's why we take liquid coolings. And also, but for others, they also normally need internal fans for the heat dissipations. As inverters running, as the machine running, we know that there will be a lot of problems because, for example, the heat will the dust will intention on it, and also after maybe 7 years or 5 years or 7 years late, you need to replace the fans, and this part should be also another extra money or extra cost for you. And this is a low noise operation because for our noise level we can reach libraries level, not because we don't have internal fans. But for others, maybe they can reach conversion level. So that's why you can imagine if there's a inverter running on your house or your rooftop, there's almost no noise for you. But for others, it will be always running. You will hear the noise. So it will be, I think, it will be a lot good feeling for you. And another big advantage for our solution is that we can realize high accuracy strings levels monitoring. Because each MPPT there are a lot of sensors inside. We have currents, we have CTs, we have PTs inside. We can we can tell you each string's status, like the voltage, like the current, like the power, and all this data can be showed on the monitoring system, or even can be shown on your smartphones. So that's why we can help you to realize high efficiency O&M. And this is a unique technology. I think we can realize the whole PV plant's IV curve diagnosis. Traditionally, if you want to do some IV curve or IV inspections, you need to send the people on site with professional devices. After that, after you reach the site, you need to plug out the strings and plug in the strings to the devices. And after several times running, you will collect the date, and then you will back to the office and to do the analyze, and then you can generate a report. And normally, it will take they will take 1 to 10% on the sampling test, and it will give you a report. Most of the results is based on the personal experiences. But for our solutions, we can realize whole PV plants, whole strings diagnosis, because we have embedded a lot of sensors in our inverters and our smart loggers. We can read each string state, timely. So in this case, we can what we should do, just click the mouse and send a command to our inverter, and the inverter will execute this command, and it will collect the dates. And after big data run, after several, I think for example, for 10 to 20 megawatts, it can be complete within 20 minutes for 10 to 20 megawatt PV plant. After that, it will generate a report. It will show you high accuracy, because we have embedded some algorithms in our insights, and also plus the big data analyze, we can realize high accuracy. And all this test report has been verified by the TUVs. And right now we can realize more than 17 stages of each strings. For example, the output which probably means there's some shaders on the strings with this output or this code, which means there will be some hidden cracks on the panels. After you get this report, you can send people on site to check the exact the strings, and then it will help you to make a decision. You want to change the panels, or you can just keep it running. So it will help you a lot on time and on maintenance. So totally we can for smart. So that's why we can help you to lower your OPEX. We take electric cooling design, low fuse design, and also for our inverter, low LCD screens. Because LCD screens also is one of our parts. Our first generation product we have LCD screens, but after several years running, we have got a lot of feedback that there's some problem on LCDs. Because LCDs is we cannot ensure you the 25 years lifetime. So that's why we change LCD into LED indicators, and it will show you. There will be some combinations of the indicators. It will show some different meanings to you, and we can find these meanings in the user manuals, and also we can help you to realize the whole PV plant's IV curve diagnosis. So totally, the numbers we have to calculate by ourselves. We can help you to save more than 6 cents per watt on the OPEX. But the larger PV plants you have, you will save more. And also, we can ensure you high quality and high reliabilities. And as a video introduced before, we have do a lot of tests. We have GCTCs in Shanghai and in Shenzhen. We have each inverters comes to our customers. We will do a lot of tests. For example, THP test, high temperature resistant test, and also hot and dust proof and waterproof test. And the last flash is a lightning, anti-lightning test we have done in China. And I think Huawei company is the first manufacturer to do this real lightning test. And it will cost you, I think, more than 2 million Chinese yuan to realize it has. And the result is that we can realize anti-lightning. And this one is about the TUV report we have got from the real cases. The PV project is located in northwest of China, in Qinghai province. The total capacity is around 590 megawatts, and we have got we have got the failure rates, and of course also the availabilities and the years numbers from them. For this project, it has 5 phases. For phase 1, because it starts very earlier, we don't even at that time we don't have our own products, and so start from phase 2. We have asked the owners to have a test for our inverters. So the owners accept our suggestions and give us 4 megawatts for the test. And after, the running results is very good. I mean the owner is very satisfied with our running performance. You see from this report, after nearly 1,000 days running, the failure rate is less than 1.189%. And availabilities can be, I think, it's 4 nines. So the owner is very happy. So on phase 3, they give us more than 130 megawatts for us. So nearly 5,000 sets. So also after nearly 600 days running, the failure rate is 0.252%, and also availability is realized 4 lines. And so, as for the phase 4 and the phase 5, they give all the project to us. So totally, we have more than 222 megawatts for this project. Maybe there are some people maybe some issues on the annual failure rate. Why the failure rate is getting larger than before? Because on phase 4, it has been including the commissioning stage. So there will be some commissioning problems in the initial stage. So that's why we have high annual failure rates. But as times went by, the long time you're running, the failure rates will be dropped to a certain level. So totally it should be less than 0.5%. At the same time, they also do a comparison between us and other solutions. The central solutions has the failure rate is around 2%, and so that's why we get a high shares on this project. And as for the PV years and for the years, we totally get 2% high years than others, and all the dates are collected at the meter site. So this is the real date, and we can, if you need it, we can show this technical report to you. So this is the values, totally the general values we can bring to our clients. High years, smart 1M, and high availabilities, and high reliabilities to you. So I think Huawei solution should be a trustable solution you can trust. And it's better to run it, it's better to have pilot cases to show all the data. And also we have some reference globally. For this one is the largest single pure plant. The total capacity is 1 gigawatt. It's located in Ningxia province, also northwest part of China. And you see, all of them use our solutions. And for this one is the largest solar tracker PV system, PV project. The total capacity is 700 megawatts. And after the track, under the track, they also do some farming. They have grew some grass for the horse, for the sheep. So in this case, they can multi-use the land. And this one is the largest rooftop project we have developed in China. It's located in Zhejiang province. The total capacity is 300 megawatts. So Zhejiang province is famous for its small commercial items. It has famous for the EU products. So there are lots of factories we can use. So we have, you see from this picture, we have used a lot of rooftops to develop the solars. So how to realize, how to manage this? They just use our Fusionsolar cloud management system. Is also another management system. Is mainly focused on large projects up to gigawatts level. So if you have less rooftops, you can use net equals 1,000 system to monitor all your projects, all your inverters. And this is the globalization cooperation globally. For example, for North America, we have worked very well with Fusionsolar and SunPower. And in UK, we have worked very well with EDF Engine. And in China, of course, the big developers like TCL, Jinko, a lot. And in our region, we have worked very well with Mazda and Aqua and also FRV. And both these three clients are our strategic clients. And I think we will make a big breakthrough of these clients. And even for the Indians, we have worked very well with Adani. You know, last year Adani has ordered more than 1.5 gigawatts. And this is the map, the project's map we have focused on MEA regions. And right now we have 50 megawatts under construction in Jordan. And for Sakaka projects for Saudi, and we also already got the lectures from our EPCs. The EPC is Mohenjo and the developer is Alpha, so I think it will be start soon. And also for Dubai, we have the largest rooftop projects in Gulf War, DP World. The developer is Finance Group, and right now we have installed more than 22 megawatts, and some of the inverters are running now. And as for Tunisia, we have 60 megawatts under construction, and I think it will be start at the end of this year or the early next year. And in Algeria, we have 10 megawatts. The inverter has been shipped to the site. And also in Senegal, we have developed more than 44 megawatts. In Nigeria, in Kenya, and Tanzania, and Zambia, we have projects. And also, there are some large rooftop projects in South Africa. We have worked very well with Sessions, with One Tech. So we have developed a lot of rooftops. And from the earliest one in this area, I think is 1 megawatt in Jordan. This project has been running for more than 5 to 6 years. And right till now, the developers is satisfied with our inverters because there's no failure rate at all. And all inverters are running very well under high temperature. And also we have 1.5 megawatt in Morocco. And some other reference we have done in other countries. We know that USA is a country very strictly focused on their safeties. So this means our inverter has been accepted by USA markets because we have short distance paths and few distance loads. We can ensure you safety. And this one is in Delhi in India, which means I want to show that our inverter can run under high temperature because Delhi's temperature could reach 50 degrees. And this one is in Malaysia. Also, EcoStore always have high requirement on the safety. And this one is Netherlands. Netherlands also focus on the safety. So, and this one in Germany shows that for our inverter we take IP65. The protection level is reach IP65, liquid cooling, and also very dust poor and waterproof. And this is the real these are photos in Dubai. You see the temperature also is very high. On the rooftop we can reach more than 50 degrees. And this one we have done with Mazda. It's 1.2 megawatts, and near the solar park in Dubai. And it's after nearly 1 year running. There's also no failure rates. I have been to this site several times, and the temperature, ambient temperature, can reach I think more than maybe 52, maybe even 50 degrees. So it's very hot. But our inverters running is very well. I will show you the dates, the running dates for this project this afternoon through the LED ecosystem. And this is 1.5 megawatts pure project in Morocco. And this one in Jordan is I think nearly running for more than 5 years. And the professor in this university has launched a paper to show how our inverters performance. So this is the general introduction about the Huawei Fusionsolar Smart PV solutions, the values, the disciplines, and also if you want to take 5 or 10 minutes break, we can take. After that, I will give you some details about the product and about our solutions and how to the key features of our product and how to design with our products. Okay. So if you have some problems, feel free to ask me. Okay.
I think before the break, actually, just would like to ask 1 or 2 questions. What is the best feature actually you believe it's because Alex actually explained a lot of features like no fuse, like others. So which feature actually you think it's unique or even it's very powerful and you require in the future? And Alex is here, he can answer. Okay, we need to listen to you. Which feature? ايه يا جماعه احسن increasing the number of MMBT. ها دي واحده. نو فان. ايه تاني يا جماعه؟ في حاجه ثانيه؟
طب احنا عايزين نعرف بس موضوع الاي في كيرف تراكنج ده يعني
الاي في كيرف تراكنج
بيعملوا
عايز تعرف حضرتك تفاصيل عنه اكتر يعني. اوكي نسجلها، ممكن نسجلها ماشي. اوكي دي انا اشرحها حالا، بس في اي فيتشر ثانيه يا جماعه غير الاثنين فيتشر؟ اتفضل يا شباب.
هي الفيتشر بتاعت ان هو نو فيوز.
نو فيوز.
انا يمكن جاي من مجال التليكوميونيكيشن واشتغلت بهواوي.
تمام.
ممكن يقول لنا بيعمل فيها ايه لو حصل فيها مشكله.
ازاي ان هو يعني عامل التكنولوجي من the question now how you make the equipment without no fuse.
Yes, of course.
How يعني I mean how you remove what is the protection?
Because each MPPTs we only use 2 strings, connect 2 strings. So and all MPPTs are work separately. So if, for example, there's some short circuit happen, the reverse current will be less than 10 amperes. So 10 amperes, we can find the one of the parameters from the panel's specifications. Normally they can withstand 15 to 30, I think it's 15 amperes. So 10 amperes is still within the safety range of their panels. So in this case, we don't need any fusible protection. But if you use more strings to connect one MPPTs, for example 3 or even 10 or even 20, the reverse current will be larger than 50 amperes. So it will over-exceed the safety range of the panels. So in this case, you need the fuses for protections. So that's why. So that's the difference.
Clear ولا؟
Okay.
We have also one question here for the IV curve. How we use the IV curve to improve the
IV curve tracking. IV curve tracking, how does it work?
Because we have all our inverters have embedded a lot of sensors inside, and also at the monitoring and the management system, we have developed our own algorithm, and plus the big data and analyze. We can realize we can tell you which strings IV curve is lost the normal one. And it will show you the most probably the cost of this, for example, the distorts of the curves, and it will help you to diagnose the real problems. We can help you to locate the strings, where the problems come from, which strings has some problems. So in this case, you can send people on site directly to their strings.
On the string level? Or
Strings level.
not panel level?
Yes, but I think in the future we can realize panels level. But I think it will be cost a lot. But at this time, IV curve, for example, if you have some small projects, we can give a license to you. You can do some test just for free. I think I can apply for you for free for 1 year. Normally we support this technical, but we should get authority from the local government. We should get the frequencies.
Yes, actually,
So and
we're working together right now with the NTRA to have the applicable things to be here,
to have the acceptance for having the 4G or having a Wi-Fi for the monitoring system. So you don't have to have like an Ethernet connection or anything, just a SIM card, or by Wi-Fi to the router you're having. So for the residential project, this is somehow perfect, what I see. So it's more reliable, more easy. It's more
Yes.
communication, reliable. So this would be
our
a
new
huge
product supports this function. And for example, for the new residential inverters, we have developed a unique equipment. We call donor. It's like a kind of GPS modules.
Yeah.
It can be used 4Gs and to transmit the data. So in this case, you don't need any one smart lock anymore. It can save you some money on the cost.
Yeah, but when it will be available? Do you have like a date or something when this?
Right now, we have do a lot of tests, and I should get some certificates from the TUV, for example, from the TUVs, and after that, we can launch these products to Egypt market. I think it will be ready maybe at most at the end of maybe this year or the early or next year. So right now we have the draft products, and we have to also do some tests in some other regions. So I think it will come soon. Okay.
Thank you so much. Is there
My name is Mark Ayat, Egyptian Solar. Mark Ayat, Egyptian Solar. I have a question about actually the maximum AC power stated in the data sheets. Could you just comment on the difference between the maximum and the rated AC power? And also the other question, which is quite related, when we speak about high temperatures, like in Dubai or maybe in Egypt again, do you have a certain temperature where derating starts? Because usually at 50 degrees or 55 degrees we have derating of the AC power. So does this also affect the DC to AC ratio when we design?
Okay, I think you are professionals on smart PV solutions, and I will explain this in next slides. I will help you to make a clear understanding of the DC-AC definitions, and also the derating curves or inverters, and how to design this based on our real projects. I'll explain you later. Okay.
Okay, the last question before we go to the break. And this question actually it's will have a word from Alex. I will bring it from him, okay? But not now. Alex mentioned actually in his presentation that we can save certain amount of money during using the OPEX reduction and the CAPEX. So how much? إن شاء الله. اوكي باشمهندس. طيب انا هدي حضرتك البيزنس كارد وحضرتك ان شاء الله هبعت لحضرتك شكرا.
So 10 minutes break.
Okay, 10 minutes we'll have a break for a coffee break. Thank you.
98.6. So the rest one is
4 من 10%
for
هي
the consumption.
كانت 4 من 10%.
But at the daytime, at night time, it should be less than 20 watts per inverter.
What is the STB for?
Which one? For the communication. You can use
wired one.
You can use the USB
Bluetooth.
cables, or you can even use the Bluetooth model directly without cables. So both work. This is the older one. The new one is more flex, more I would say more beautiful than this.
But this one is old within your
Yeah.
size.
Yeah. Yes.
This
It's not the latest one. For this part we can open.
كنت عايزة أسأل حضرتك هو
Because it's a
دلوقتي
DC part. But this is a DC part.